Hey everybody, my name's John. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're in Bettendorf, Iowa. It's a little chilly. This is where my youngest son Max lives, and I want to talk to you about his 2014 Cadillac CTS. So this is the second gen CTS, is arguably one of the greatest designs that has ever come out of Cadillac styling since the late 50s, especially the coupe. This two-door design with its angular lines and its short back and horizontal rear deck is just incredible. To me, it's like a cross between a fighter plane and a spaceship. That is, until you get to the front end, and then you have the grandpa grille. So I'm not a fan of that, and I'm sure some people are, but when you get to the front of this car, it doesn't match the rear flow, the rear design, and the angular lines of the car, especially the coupe. I think it ruins it. I think the Cadillac designers knew that too, so when they created the V model, they gave it a fresh facelift. It is more muscular, it is more angular, and it just has a more racy look to it. So that's one of the conversions we did to my son's car, and I'll take you around the front and I'll show you what we did. Okay, so we ordered the front fascia. It came in black primer. I took it to my friends that own a local body shop, and we had it painted in the body shop. And I assembled the entire front fascia standalone on a buck in my garage. One of the pieces that you have to buy behind this, the styrofoam impact bar, is specific for the V front end. You can't use the standard CTS impact bar. In addition, the V fog lamps obviously are different than the CTS fog lamps, so you need this bezel. You're going to need the fog lamp assembly, and on the inside there's ductwork that go to the front brakes for front brake cooling. These are actually functional. You're also going to need this lower scrape guard. It's a trim piece, but it acts as a protector to protect the fascia, because this thing drags if you're not careful going in and out of driveways and parking lots. The headlights are the same, they're standard, and you're also going to need the inner fender well, but only the forward half. It's V specific, and you get there's round locking plugs that cover the hole for the brake ducting, and you just unlock those, pull it out, and your brake ducting goes through the hole and points toward the front brake. So I will let you know that this V front end will work with the stock hood. My son and I had the front end on before we had the hood, and it does fit, not perfectly, but it doesn't interfere with anything. The lines are off right here, but other than that, it works fine. It doesn't interfere with the grille. All right, so here's the front end of the car. Originally, we had the grandpa grille, the big bulbous egg crate that came all the way down. So one of the things that I found out owning this car after I bought this for Max is that if you have a headlight that goes out on these second gen CTSs, you have to remove the whole front fascia just to change the bulb. And knowing that, Max went ahead and got on weaponx.com, and we upgraded the headlights and the running lights to HID. We also upgraded the fog lamps to HID. They have their own relays, and you'll see that in one of the photographs that I put up on the video. So I ordered just about all of the parts through Cadillac. I have a friend of mine, Eric. He's the parts manager, and if you can befriend a parts manager, he's your best friend. The hood alone was almost $1,800, and he gave it to me for $800. The front fascia alone was another $1,500. I think I got it for $400 or $500. If you get on GMparts.com, it gives a breakdown of all the parts listings for GM cars, and they have really, really good prices. Where they hammer you is shipping. So I went into the Cadillac dealer and I talked to Eric and I said, here's the parts I need, can you give them to me at this cost? And he's like, yeah, absolutely, not a problem. Because they're still marked up and he's still making profit. And if he didn't, then he wouldn't have the sale. The only thing that I didn't get from Cadillac because for some reason he couldn't give me the brake on it or the grills. This upper grill is like $1,500 from GM, and this lower one I think is around $700 or $800. I actually got these off a guy. These are used OEM off a Rex CTS, and I got them off eBay in California, and they were $350, which was money well spent. So let me talk to you about the front fascia replacement and what's involved in that. Okay, so when you get the upper V grill, you need to take behind this plastic cover on your grandpa grill is a metal retaining bracket, and I believe it's riveted on. You need to grind the rivets off, take that bracket out, and that same bracket will work with the V grill. So I had it blasted and painted. Unfortunately, you can't see it, but it'll keep it from rusting in the future. So I riveted it to the V grill. We put the V grill in, and that metal retainer is what keeps this plastic trim piece in place. So you do have to save that from your grandpa grill. In addition, when you get the V hood, you cannot reuse the base hood chrome strip. This is V specific, and the chrome strip from the flat hood will not interchange. So you need to get the V hood goes with the V strip on the front, and you also have to get the new sprayers. I believe they're a different size in the hole than on the base one, and I actually rerouted the washer sprayer line over there. I had to take this cover off. This also does not come with the car. This is V specific, obviously. It's got the bulge and it conforms to the bulge. So in addition to the hood, I had to buy the hood underliner, the washer sprayers, the nozzles, and the chrome strip. These 3 hood bumpers and these 2 plugs I did take out of the base hood, and I did reuse them. So I mean, it's only a couple bucks. It's not that I was trying to really save a whole bunch of money. It's just that I forgot about them and didn't realize them until I was done with the hood. And then after I pulled them off the base hood and I put them on, everything worked fine. So there weren't really any problems. It's literally plug and play. The other thing I need to talk to you about is the sprayers down here. These are also V specific to this front end, and they come with the nozzles that spray the headlights. The base front end does not have that. So what I did is when I took the front fascia to get painted, they put these on two-sided sticky tape and went ahead and sprayed them for me. So unfortunately, the way they attach to a V car is they clip to the outside spray nozzle assembly that comes through the bumper. Well, we don't have that. So what I did is I have 3M black heavy duty two-sided adhesive, and I unrolled it from the roll and I stuck it on top of that two-sided tape, and I cut around it with an X-Acto knife. So then I could just peel the backing off, and I stuck it on the bumper. And one of the things that I did before I did that was I cut a small hole in the bottom of the two-sided tape, because this is open and I didn't want it to fill with water and just sit here full of water. So when you wash the car or drive in the rain, it at least can drain through the hole in the bumper and then out the bottom side. Okay, so in addition to everything that I've told you so far, these blocks here where the hood comes down and rests, I believe I got these off the original front fascia as well. And the other thing that I need to tell you, which is very important, is this V grill clips on with special clips. They're really expensive, and unfortunately, probably the only thing that my friend Eric at Cadillac cannot discount me is fasteners, and they're expensive as hell. But you have to have them to attach everything. The base grill, the grandpa grill, has the same clips, but it doesn't have as many, and I did have to order a pack, I think a pack of 20 or something, to get all of these in. And in addition to the 2 inner fender wells that you have to order, you need to order the front splash pan that goes in between those 2 inner fender wells. And they're all connected with the black style GM push pins, and there are a ton of them. So to save yourself a headache, and because you'll spend more time trying to fit pins that don't work than to just buy the pins that do. And that's what I ended up doing. I ended up probably buying about 40 pins to get this whole thing in. There's a ton of them that connect the splash guard and the inner fender wells to the center splash guard. And you'll see a picture of that on the video that I'll post as well. So if you're really interested in it, I did save all the receipts, have all the part numbers. Again, GMPartsDirect.com is a breakdown of the GM parts manual, and it has everything in there, and it lists V-specific on the drop-down menu. So all in all, as far as cost, what I spent is considerably less than what everything cost retail. So I would probably say with paint, I took the hood to my friend's body shop and had him painted it, but everything total, I'm probably looking at between $3,000 and $4,000. So you have to consider paint work. That's a lot. That's a lot of money that was involved in that, and the headlight upgrade is also included in that, and that was kind of pricey too. But again, like I said, if you have to pull the front fascia off to change a bulb, now's the time to do it. You might as well upgrade, and it makes a big difference at night in this car. So with that said, it doesn't get any better looking than this. The CTS 2nd Gen with the V front fascia conversion is awesome. So I hope you enjoyed that. If you guys have any questions, please hit me up. Don't forget to subscribe. I also have Honda, Jeep, and Corvette videos, and I'm going to be doing a wheel and brake upgrade on my son's Cadillac here shortly as well. Thanks for tuning in.